Boy, oh boy, here we go. So, Bernie Sanders proposed a procedural motion, an amendment basically to include the $15 minimum wage in the stimulus package, right? And so this needed 60 votes, I believe. But, but it only got 42 from the Democrats. And you might say, well, what the fuck? Isn't the Senate split 50-50? Well, yeah, it is. It got 58 votes against it, 50 of which were Republicans, 8 of which were, fill in the blank, Democrats. So the Democrats are once again showing you their rear end and telling you to fuck off, okay? So this video is going to be about Kyrsten Sinema and the Democrats and their awful showing. So what I want to do first is show you the video of Kyrsten Sinema that went viral when she turned down the $15 minimum wage. Take a look.
Miss Sinema, no.
So what you just saw there was a rank display of arrogance and honestly just a person that's being insanely out of touch. Like, I don't even know what to call that. I really don't know what to call that. Those actions that you just witnessed, I can't muster up the words to describe. I genuinely can't. Like, it's beyond me. What a beauty that was, okay? So people are just scorning her on social media. Her political career is over. Her political career is done after that. I mean, I don't know how you recover from that. It's over, and everybody sees it. I don't know when re-election time is for her, but she can pretty much take to the bank that nobody is going to vote for her. So it would be in her best interest to probably resign of some sort. I mean, because there's no political future for her at all, especially after what she just did. So what I want to do first is read for you a tweet from Joe Biden. This was from September the 7th, 2020. It's not enough to thank our essential workers. We need to pay them. As president, I'll raise the minimum wage to $15, in the tip minimum wage, in the sub minimum wage for people with disabilities, ensure everyone has strong benefits. These people are liars. They're liars. They are liars. You know, at least when it comes to the Republicans, you know, they're awful and they're reprehensible, and I would never vote for them, just as a disclaimer. But at least they'll tell you that they're shitty. They'll tell you, yeah, we don't care about you having health care. Yeah, we don't care about your jobs. Yeah, we're not raising the minimum wage. You know, they'll openly tell you these things. But when it comes to the Democrats, it's like, yeah, of course we want to raise the minimum wage. Yeah, we want you to make enough money to live. No, we don't. Yeah, we want you to have Medicare for all, but you know what? We got to do the public option first. Expand COBRA. What the fuck? Like, they smile in your face, but they do, like, when you turn your back, they'll fucking stab you. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. They never stay true to their word. They never actually do the things that they said they were going to do. And to pivot back to Kyrsten Sinema, she released a statement after she was getting flamed. And if you check her Twitter, she's getting ratioed to hell and back, and she deserves it. She says, I understand what it's like to face tough choices while working to meet your family's most basic needs. I also know the difference better wages can make, which is why I helped lead Arizona's effort to pass an index minimum wage in 2006 and strongly supported the voter-approved state minimum wage increase in 2016. No person who works full-time should live in poverty. I'm not going to read the rest of this bullshit, but she's basically touting her old accomplishments and saying a bunch of word salad, and it's fucking ridiculous. And one of her spokespeople came out, and this is what she had to say. She says it's sexist to comment on a female politician's body language or physical demeanor, because people are talking about how she basically danced and did the little thumbs down. Get the fuck out of here. Her political career is over. I don't ever want to hear the name Kyrsten Sinema again because it's absolutely ridiculous. Why would you do something like this? Why would you do something like this? Like, there's no explanation for this. And now they're trying to use identity politics. Oh, she's a woman. And a lot of people are pointing out how she went to the floor to deny that with a chocolate cake in hand. And now people are saying, once again, more damage control. Oh, the chocolate cake was for somebody else. Why the fuck did you have it? You know, it's one of those things where now the action was so reprehensible and so asinine that we're just going to pick apart everything that was wrong with you in that moment. Why'd you have the chocolate cake? Why'd you have to do the thumb down? Was it disrespectful to John McCain? We're just pulling every single stop, all because of the simple thing that you did. Don't get me wrong, 8 people voted against it, and we're going to get into those 8 Democrats. But just the joyful, gleefully thumbs down, basically saying, fuck you to the people, continue to live in poverty. I don't care. You know, I'm making enough money to live. I'm extremely comfortable. I'm a senator. Oh my God. Once again, words can't describe it. I can't put it into words. I don't have the vocabulary to do so. So these are the 8 Democrats that voted it down, and their network. Chris Coons, 10.13 million is his net worth. Angus King, 9.49 million. Joe Manchin, 7.62 million, and we'll get to him in a second. Tom Carper, 5.73 million. Gene Shaheen, 3.82 million. John Tester, 3.67 million. Maggie Hassan, 3.47 million. And Hassan, by the way, is up for re-election in 2022. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. You won't be getting reelected in 2022. If you do, I will be surprised like fuck. But people, if you're a progressive, if you're a lefty, don't go vote for this person. You might say, oh, well, what if a Republican slips into office so they can do the same thing? Let them. Kyrsten Sinema, her net worth is apparently not available, but she's very comfortable. These senators make like $100 and something thousand a year. I think it's like $170K or something. They're extremely comfortable. So these are people that are doing extremely well, making good money, denying people not even a living wage, because $50 in a lot of places in America isn't even a living wage anymore. They're denying people higher wages. And Joe Manchin, TYT actually uncovered this. Legal documents show that Manchin has stake in companies that pay less than $15 an hour. So one of his companies paid the employees like $8.81 or some shit. So if this got passed, him and probably those other senators as well would have to pay their employees of the companies that they own a $15 minimum wage, and they don't want to do that. Oh my God. And there's also the subservient to their donors, right? To the billionaire class. They don't want to hurt them because those people have to pay their employees a higher wage as well. It's just, I don't even know how to describe this. It's a corrupt cabal of individuals that don't represent you and don't want to see the American people thrive. They don't want to see people not make poverty wages, because that's what 725 is. And they're going to get destroyed in 2022 and 2024. And you know what? They'll honestly deserve it. And you know, the Democrats love to say, oh, the Republicans are so bad. They're so bad. We have to defeat the Republicans. Yo, all that the Republicans have, if you haven't noticed, is culture war grievances, culture war bullshit. Shitting on immigrants, talking bad about things like Black Lives Matter. They wanted to hold committee hearings on cancel culture, for God's sake. Dr. Seuss, Mr. Potato Man, or Mr. Potato Head, whatever the fuck you call it. That's all that they have is culture war shit. And they rile their base up on that. Right? That's it. Their policies consist of, here we go, tax cuts, deregulation, military-industrial complex, endless war. That's it. That's all their policies, and guns. That's it. They don't really believe in freedom of speech or any freedom of any kind, right? That's a fallacy. But somehow the Democrats can't seem to defeat those people. All you gotta do is lean into the same issues you fucking hate. Like the $15 minimum wage, Medicare for all, infrastructure deals. That's all you have to do. The economic policies that is so popular across the country, just lean into those. FDR gave us the fucking blueprint, and he was the most popular president in history. He won 4 times. But they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. And they'll still turn around and tell you to vote for them. And that the Republic, and you know what? Their reasoning for telling you to vote for them would be Republicans are bad. The Republicans are too bad. You got to vote for us. I don't think the people would be so susceptible to that anymore. You know, the Democrats seem to believe that they're entitled to your vote, that you have no other option but to vote for them. The only reason being that they're the Democrats. That's it. They don't want to show you that they're different from the other party that they claim is so bad. People can't tell, the regular individual can't tell, it's murky to them. Because both parties have been so bad for so long, a lot of people are black-pilled on politics. They don't want anything to do with it. And the people that aren't, they just kind of flop back and forth. If you haven't noticed the pendulum swing between Republican and Democratic presidents that we have, that's been going on for so long. And they think that the way to show that you, like, Republicans voters should vote for them is like this insane, like, pseudo bipartisanship or whatever. Like, okay, bipartisanship to weaken stimulus and decrease the amount of people that get it and decrease the amount thereof, that's not going to get you Republican voters. That's going to get people to run away from you and not vote for you. Man, I really don't know what this spells out for future elections in 2022 and 2024. But I think that these people are going to be in for a rude awakening, and they should, especially the 8 that voted against the minimum wage. They're public enemy number 1.